Seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Let's talk virtual reality and the future of gaming.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey there, this is AshoZ. This is Topic Talk, where we pick a topic and we talk about it. And today, the future of gaming. So yes, we are talking about the future of gaming, and I think specifically we're going to focus on VR, because I believe that's going to be the next step. So if you don't know what VR stands for, it stands for virtual reality. Reality. So if you seriously haven't actually seen a VR headset or even got your hands on one, that's totally fine. Basically, it's just a headset that goes over your eyes with a screen for each eye and then uses head tracking to give you emotion, and it gives you real immersion in a game. That's probably the simplest explanation you're going to find. Should we care about VR, or is it just a gimmick? If we're going to be completely honest with each other, which I think we're all friends here, so I'll be honest, I am so excited for virtual reality. The reason I have 3 monitors sitting on my desk right now is to get game immersion the best that I can, and I think VR is going to be the best thing to give us that. The way I see it though is VR is still in its infancy, so I'm pretty sure you can get your hand on an Oculus Rift in that, but it's a development kit, and that's kind of where it really is. Everything's kind of in development still. So if you do get one of those kits, it's gonna be mostly demos and very specific games made for the headsets. They're not what we necessarily play right now. You're not gonna be able to play Battlefield with it. This is the thing, those games need to be equipped for it. So there are different VR headsets, and currently there's 2 that I'm keeping my eyes on and that I'm most excited for. First, there's the Oculus Rift, and then the Vive from HTC and Valve. Now, first of all, as a PC gamer, I'm automatically a fan of Valve, so personally, I'm leaning towards the Vive, but I have no idea. But I keep hearing that there's going to be exclusive content for VR, so we actually might have a console kind of split between VR systems. Oh, I like the Oculus. Oh, I like the Vive. Oh, I think this is better. So we might have people choosing sides. Right now, as far as the hardware side of things go, I don't know how much of a difference there are between the two. I know both Oculus and Vive do have hand tracking, but I think Vive is more so that way because they've got hand tracking that you controllers that you hold to get your hands in a game, but then they've actually got sensors that go in your room, so you can actually have body movement with hand movement and head movement, which is pretty incredible. But honestly, I don't care about that. I really don't care about walking around my room and being able to pick things up with my hands in a game. I see VR as a perfect situation. My situation for VR, best scenario is pure headset, just the headset in the best frame rate, best resolution in the screens. That is amazing. I would love to have just that, so it's you just boom in your game, and then seeing that being in Battlefield or something. I would love that. But this is the thing, I don't see how it's gonna work in fast-paced shooters right now. I don't see it because it's gonna be a very different game. You're very accurate with your mouse movements. It is gonna throw things off when you've got your head movement in there. I see it working with other shooters like Armor, where it's a bit slower, that simulation, that tactic. But as far as the fast games, even going, more arcadey, like Call of Duty or a Dirty Bomb or something, I don't see it being too much of a necessity or even working in a game like that. I see motion sickness playing in for a fast-paced shooter. Now, I've actually got my hands on, and I've actually tried an Oculus Rift, the first one and the Mark II, and I got to mess around with them in a few different games and demos. And the very first one, the Mark I or whatever it's called, it was really bad. Lots of pixelation, frame rate. It gave me actually a lot of dizziness and nausea straight away. I got worried. I was like, man, I'm so excited for VR, and here I am chucking it on, and I'm getting sick from it. I'm like, oh my goodness, this isn't gonna work for me. However, I put the second one on, and then I'm like, oh, okay. So now we got better resolution, the video's a lot smoother, and I didn't get sick at all. I felt totally normal, so that put my rest at ease. So if you get motion sickness or any sort of movement sickness, hopefully things get a lot smoother as far as VR goes, and then it will be easier for everybody. But you know what, I reckon you'd get a hang of it anyway. So the other systems and peripherals that I want to talk about that are out there, like Microsoft's HoloLens, which is announced at a conference a few months ago now, and it's kind of a hybrid between VR and hologram system, and it's actually only giving you an interactive hologram, they say, but you know, it's really a virtual reality notion thing. And that's, you know, they're kind of integrating that with professional businesses and even like on a consumer grade in a household. You know, they could be used in very light gaming situations. But you know what? That's not what we're really looking at, but it's still pretty interesting to have that. I remember GameSpot did a video ages ago about showing a product where they used eye tracking in games, and one of the GameSpot employees played Assassin's Creed, and his camera would move exactly where he looked. He praised the product, explaining its potential. And you know what? There's other things out there like game vests and, you know, these other peripherals that we can use to totally immerse ourselves in game. So it's cool. VR has a potential, and then with these other peripherals that may or may not work, I see VR as the real standout, and it is going to be a consumer grade product in the months to come, hopefully, or years to come. You know what I really thought was a cool thing though? What if you could use your VR on your OS, like just going around your operating system using Windows or whatever in your VR? Like, you wouldn't even need monitors anymore. You could just use your headset. That would be, I don't know if that would work. I don't know how that would work, but anyway, that would be really, really cool. So thank you so much guys for watching, and I want to know what you think about VR. Do you think it's gonna work out, or do you see it not really, you know, making it to the mainstream? Hey, if you guys have any topics that you'd like to talk about, please leave a comment or tweet at AshoZ Gaming and let me know. And if you like today's topic, please leave a like, helps me out, lets me know that you do like what I'm doing. And if you didn't, you know what? Instead of hitting that dislike button, I'd love you to tell me why you didn't like it. And if you want to let others in on our talks, go ahead and share this video. It helps me out a lot. And I just want to say thank you again, guys. This is AshoZ and good gaming.